to Tracy Walder. Tracy, you spent time with FBI, you spent time with the CIA. Talk with us about, Ashley talked about it, you talk about what happens next. What is the next step in this process? Because this is really only the beginning.
Well, obviously, thank you for having me. But obviously, the next step is his formal indictment and initial appearance. Again, I'm also assuming that this is a man. But I think, too, the thing that's fascinating to me is I am interested in understanding how long this person was on law enforcement's radar, only because in recent interviews that we saw with the Moscow chief, he kind of kept alluding to almost punting things to the prosecution. If the prosecution will let me, if the prosecution will let me. And I found that to be extremely telling, especially being a former FBI agent. There were so many times we would go on things, bank robberies, things of that nature, where you basically would catch the person red-handed, and the prosecution still wanted more information because they want to be sure that they are getting a conviction, and that's a good thing. And so I'd be interested to know how long this person had been on law enforcement's radar for.
And, we're going to be getting this update from police. We can see on the screen there, 4 p.m.
Okay.
Eastern. It's going to be coming on 1 p.m. local time. Tracy, talk about what we will learn. What all will investigators reveal? Because there's so many times we receive updates from investigators, from authorities, and a lot of times they don't tell much, but there are reasons for that.
Right. And you're absolutely right. Obviously, they're not going to most likely go into the methods that they use, sources and methods, right, to capture this person, because that tips their hand to the defense and could perhaps, break open their entire case. And they don't want to do that to the public right now. They've been obviously very close to the vest in the things that they have released and not released, and very purposeful in that. I think that you are going to get the name of this suspect. That would be my best guess. This is not a minor. This is a 25-year-old. So you will most likely get the name. And then from that, they may tell you whether or not this was a person that was known to the victims or not known to the victims, or it may be obvious, whatever their name is. And that may be it. You may get some information perhaps on the role that white Hyundai Elantra played. I would suspect that could have been what broke this case. Also, perhaps cell phone data as well. I mean, the reality is criminals are imperfect. Everyone's imperfect, and they do mess up. But I don't think you are going to perhaps get a motive right away, because those are all things that they're going to use in court, unless this person confesses immediately and takes a plea.
All right, Tracy Walder, we thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.